I'm sitting on a sagging mattress in a dim, roach-infested apartment in the sketchiest corner of Brooklyn, the kind of place where the walls are paper-thin. The air smells like mildew and cheap takeout, and the only sound is the distant wail of sirens, a constant reminder of the chaos outside, the chaos inside, the chaos I've become. My name's Eliza, I'm 28, and just a few months ago I thought I had everything figured out. A boyfriend I adored named Nalan, a job as a graphic designer at a small agency in Manhattan, and a charming apartment in the East Village, where I'd wake up to the sound of taxis honking, the sunlight streaming through my window, the smell of fresh coffee filling the air. I'd spend my days creating logos, my nights wrapped in Nalan's arms, and my weekends dreaming of a future I thought we'd share. But I lost it all because of one humiliating night, one devastating betrayal, one moment that turned my world upside down. Now, I'm broke, alone, and plotting revenge against the man who broke my heart and the woman who helped him do it, their faces burned into my memory, their actions a scar I can't erase. I met Nalan 2 years ago at a networking event in Soho, a sleek venue with modern art on the walls, clinking glasses, and overpriced hors d'oeuvres. I was 26, wearing a navy blazer over a white dress, my blonde hair in a messy bun, my smile nervous as I handed out business cards, my portfolio under my arm, my ambition a fire I couldn't tame. Nalan was 28, a finance manager with a sharp suit and a sharper smile, his green eyes warm, his confidence magnetic, his charm effortless. He approached me near a sculpture of twisted metal, his voice smooth as he said, "You look like you're the most interesting person here. Mind if I steal you for a conversation?" I laughed, my cheeks flushing, my heart fluttering, his compliment a spark I couldn't ignore, a connection I wanted to chase. We started dating a month later, and it felt like a fairy tale I never wanted to end. Nalan was the kind of guy who'd send me flowers at work just because, who'd take me to rooftop bars with views of the Empire State Building, who'd hold my hand as we walked through Central Park, the leaves crunching under our feet, his laughter a melody I couldn't get enough of. We spent evenings in my apartment, cooking pasta from scratch, the kitchen filled with the scent of basil and garlic, his teasing voice a balm to my long days, his kisses a warmth I thought would last forever. We'd sit on my couch, my legs draped over his lap, a glass of wine in my hand, the city lights twinkling outside, his love a promise I trusted. We moved in together a year ago, my apartment a haven with string lights, a desk cluttered with design sketches, and a bed where we'd whisper our dreams, the sheets soft, the future bright, the life we'd built a canvas I thought would never tear. Nalan had been working hard for a promotion at his finance firm, a senior manager position he'd been eyeing for months, his stress palpable, his ambition a fire I admired, a fire I supported, a fire I thought we'd share. He'd come home late, his tie loosened, his eyes tired, his voice heavy as he'd say, "This promotion means everything, Eliza, I'm so close." I'd rub his shoulders, my hands gentle, my words encouraging, my love a thing I thought he needed, a thing I thought he wanted, a thing I thought he felt. When he got the promotion, I was over the moon, my heart swelling with pride, my excitement a flutter in my chest, my joy a warmth I couldn't contain. "I knew you'd do it," I said, my arms around him, my smile wide, my happiness a reflection of his, a reflection I thought was ours. I decided to throw him a surprise party, a celebration of his success, a testament to my love, a moment I thought we'd cherish forever. I spent weeks planning, my days filled with secret phone calls, my nights spent designing invitations, my weekends scouting venues, my energy poured into every detail, my heart poured into every moment, my love poured into every choice. I rented a loft in Dumbo, a chic space with exposed brick walls, fairy lights, and a view of the Manhattan skyline, the kind of place I knew Nalan would love, the kind of place I knew would make him smile, the kind of place I knew would make him proud. I invited his friends, his coworkers, his family, my voice cheerful as I said, "Don't tell Nalan, it's a surprise." I ordered a cake with "Congrats, Senior Manager." Written in blue icing, its flavor his favorite, chocolate with raspberry filling, its design a nod to his sweet tooth, a nod to my thoughtfulness, a nod to my care. I bought a new dress, a shimmering gold number that hugged my curves, its fabric catching the light, its fit perfect, its purpose to make me the girl he'd be proud to have by his side, the girl he'd be proud to love, the girl he'd be proud to keep. The night of the party, I was a bundle of nerves, my hands shaky as I hung decorations, my heart racing as I checked the guest list, my smile wide as I imagined Nolan's reaction, his surprise, his joy, his love. I texted him, my fingers trembling, my words casual, my lie a secret I couldn't wait to reveal. Meet me at this address at 8:00 p.m. I've got a surprise for you, I wrote, my excitement a flutter in my chest, my anticipation a warmth I couldn't contain, my mistake a storm I didn't see coming. I stood in the loft, the lights dim, the guests hidden, the music ready, the cake on display, my dress shimmering, my heart full, my love a thing I thought was unbreakable, a thing I thought was real, a thing I thought was mine. The clock struck 8:00 p.m., and I heard the door to the loft creak open, my heart leaping, my breath catching, my excitement a fire I couldn't tame. Surprise! We all shouted, the lights flicking on, the guests jumping out, the music starting, the room filling with cheers, the air filling with joy, the moment filling with love, or so I thought. I stepped forward, my smile wide, my arms open, my dress shimmering under the fairy lights, my voice bright as I said, "Congrats, Nolan, I'm so proud of you." But my smile faltered, my heart stopped, my breath caught in my throat, my world tilted, my joy turned to ash, my love turned to nothing. Nolan wasn't alone. Standing beside him, her arm linked through his, her smile smug, her presence a dagger to my heart, was a woman I'd never seen before, a woman I didn't know, a woman I didn't expect. She was tall, with sleek black hair and sharp cheekbones, her red dress clinging to her body, her confidence radiating, her energy a challenge I couldn't meet. The room fell silent, the cheers fatting, the music a distant hum, the guests starring, their confusion a mirror of my own, their shock a reflection of my pain, their whispers a hum of gossip I couldn't escape. "Nolan, who's this?" I asked, my voice trembling, my hands clammy, my legs weak, my fear a living thing I couldn't name, my hope a fragile thread I knew would snap. Nolan turned to me, his green eyes cold, his smile gone, his warmth replaced by something hard, something cruel, something I didn't recognize. "Eliza, this is Clara," he said, his voice flat, his words sharp, his tone a blade to my heart, a blade to my life, a blade to my love. "She's my plus one, my work girlfriend, I guess you could say. We've been close for a while now." Clara smirked, her eyes glinting with triumph, her hand tightening on his arm, her victory a crown she wore with pride, her presence a weapon I couldn't counter. The guests gasped, their whispers growing louder, their judgment a weight I couldn't lift, their pity a thing I couldn't bear. My heart shattered, my breath hitching, my mind reeling as his words sank in, as his truth destroyed me, as his betrayal cut deeper than anything I'd ever felt. "Your work girlfriend?" I whispered, my voice breaking, my tears welling, my hands shaking, my world crumbling, my love slipping through my fingers like sand. "Nolan, what are you talking about? I planned this party for you, for us, to celebrate your promotion, to celebrate our life, our love, our future. How could you do this to me, to us, to everything we've built, to everything I thought we were?" I gestured to the room, the fairy lights, the cake, the guests, my voice raw, my pain exposed, my love a thing he didn't want, a thing he didn't need, a thing he didn't feel. Nolan laughed, a cold, hollow sound that echoed in the loft, a sound that broke me, a sound that ended me, a sound that erased me. "Eliza, you're so naive," he said, his voice dripping with venom, his eyes hard, his love gone, his warmth a distant memory, his trust a shattered thing I couldn't repair. "You really thought this was about us. I've been with Clara for months, since before the promotion, since before you started planning this little party, since before you thought you knew me. She's the one who gets me, the one who understands my world, my ambition, my life. You're just a distraction, a placeholder, a girl I thought I could settle for, but I was wrong, so stupid, so blind. We're done." The room spun, my tears falling, my heart breaking, my world collapsing, my love a house of cards that fell with a single breath, a single word, a single lie. "Nolan, please," I begged, my voice raw, my hands reaching for him, my desperation a prayer I knew he wouldn't answer, my hope a flame he'd already snuffed out. "Don't do this, don't leave me, don't throw us away. I love you, I planned this for you, I did this for you, for us, for our future." We can work through this, we can fix this, we can be us again, I swear. Please don't do this, don't let her win, don't let her take you from me. But he didn't look back, didn't stop, didn't care, his arm around Clara, his smile for her, his future with her, his love a thing I'd never have again. Clara turned to me, her smirk widening, her eyes glinting with malice, her words a final blow, a final nail in the coffin of my life, my love, my everything. You should have known, Eliza, she said, her voice low, her tone mocking, her victory a thing I couldn't deny. Nolan's out of your league, he always was. I knew about you, knew you were planning this party, knew you thought you had him, but I also knew I'd win, knew I'd take him, knew I'd be the one he'd choose. Thanks for the party, though, it's a great way to celebrate our new beginning. She laughed, her laugh cold, her intentions clear, her truth a revelation I couldn't face, a revelation I couldn't fight, a revelation I couldn't survive. The guests stared, their whispers a hum of gossip, their eyes a jury I couldn't face, their verdict a sentence I couldn't appeal. I stood there, alone in the loft, my gold dress shimmering under the fairy lights, my tears soaking the fabric, my heart in pieces, my world in ruins, my party a mockery, my love a joke, my future a void I couldn't fill. I ran out of the loft, the cold New York air biting at my skin, my heels clicking on the pavement, my tears freezing on my cheeks, my life a wreckage I couldn't salvage, my love a memory I couldn't hold, my future a darkness I couldn't escape. The weeks after the party were a descent into despair, a spiral I couldn't stop, a freefall I couldn't slow, a nightmare I couldn't wake from. I tried to call Nolan, my fingers trembling as I dialed his number, my voice breaking as I left voicemails, my words a desperate plea for forgiveness, for a second chance, for a miracle I didn't deserve. Nolan, please, I'm so sorry, I love you, I need you, let's talk, let's fix this. I'd say, my tears soaking my phone, my hope fatting with every unanswered call, my heart breaking with every silence, my love a thing he didn't want, a thing he didn't need, a thing he didn't feel. He blocked my number after the first message, his rejection a wall I couldn't climb, his absence a void I couldn't fill, his betrayal a fire I couldn't extinguish. My life started to unravel faster than I could catch the threads, my mistakes piling up like bricks in a wall I couldn't tear down. I lost my job at the design agency a week later, my boss noticing my distraction, my tears, my inability to focus, my hands shaking as I tried to create logos, my mind elsewhere, my heart elsewhere, my life elsewhere. You're not meeting deadlines, Eliza, she said, her voice firm, her decision made, her sympathy non-existent, my livelihood gone, my identity as a designer stripped away, my purpose a thing of the past. I begged her to give me another chance, my voice desperate, my hands clasped, my dignity a price I was willing to pay, but she shook her head, her expression cold, her words final. We can't keep you on like this. I left the office, my sketches in a box, my tears soaking the paper, my future a blank page I didn't know how to fill, my past a weight I couldn't carry, my present a hell I couldn't escape. With no job and no savings, I couldn't afford my apartment, the charming space in the East Village where I'd cooked with Nolan, where I'd designed under string lights, where I'd dreamed of a future I'd destroyed, a future I'd lost, a future I'd never have again. The landlord gave me a week to move out, his voice harsh over the phone, his words final. You're out, Eliza. I can't keep waiting for you to pay. I can't keep dealing with this. I can't keep giving you chances. I packed what I could into a suitcase, leaving behind the life I'd built with Nolan, the memories we'd made, the dreams we'd shared, the string lights I'd hung, the sketches I'd drawn, the life we'd lived, the love I thought we'd had, the future I thought we'd planned. I moved into a dim, roach-infested apartment in Brooklyn, a cramped space with stained walls, a mattress that smelled of mildew, and a flickering bulb that buzzed like a dying insect. The darkness a constant reminder of my fall, my failure, my loss. I'd sit on the mattress, my knees pulled to my chest, my hands wrapped around a cold cup of instant coffee, the taste bitter, the warmth non-existent, the comfort a thing of the past, the silence deafening, the loneliness suffocating, the despair a tide I couldn't swim against. I'd stare at the walls, the stains spreading like a disease, the cracks in the ceiling a map of my broken life, my broken heart, my broken self, my thoughts a loop of regret and pain, my memories a knife I couldn't stop twisting, my past a ghost I couldn't banish. I'd scroll through Nolan's Instagram late at night, my phone screen cracked, my battery dying, my tears blurring the images of his new life, my jealousy a poison I couldn't stop drinking, my anger a storm I couldn't calm, my pain a wound I couldn't close. He'd moved on, posting pictures of himself with Clara at finance events, his smile wide, his life continuing while mine fell apart, his happiness a taunt I couldn't ignore, a dagger I couldn't pull out. But the real blow came a month later, when I ran into an old coworker of Nolan's, a guy named Ryan, at a bodega near my new place. A chance encounter that would change everything, a moment that would shatter me all over again. I was buying a cheap sandwich, my hands cold, my hoodie thin, my life a mess, my wallet empty, my spirit emptier, when I saw him at the counter, his tie loosened, his expression tired, his presence a reminder of the life I'd lost, the people I'd lost, the love I'd lost. "Hey, Eliza," he called, his voice neutral, his tone a mix of pity and curiosity, his eyes soft, his thoughts a mystery I didn't want to solve. I froze, my heart racing, my shame a weight I couldn't shake, my guilt a chain I couldn't break, my fear a whisper I couldn't silence. "Hey, Ryan," I said, my voice small, my eyes darting away, my hands gripping the sandwich, my knuckles white, my anxiety a fire I couldn't control. He hesitated, his posture shifting, his words careful, his truth a bomb I didn't see coming. "I heard about you and Nolan," he said, his tone soft, his words heavy, his revelation a thing I wasn't ready for. "I'm sorry it ended like that, but you should know something. Clara knew about you the whole time, she knew you were Nolan's girlfriend, knew you were planning the party, knew you were in the picture. She told me a month before the promotion that she was going to make her move, that she was going to use the party to show Nolan she was the better choice, that she was going to make sure you were out of the way. She planned it, Eliza, bringing her to the party, making a scene, taking him from you. She wanted you gone, wanted Nolan for herself, wanted to win." My blood ran cold, my breath hitching, my mind reeling as his words sank in, as his truth shattered me, as his betrayal cut deeper than anything I'd felt before. Clara planned it, knew about me, used my party, my love, my effort to destroy me, to destroy us, to destroy everything. I stood there, the sandwich falling from my hands, the New York cold pressing down on me, my tears mixing with the grime on the floor, my world shattering all over again, my pain a tidal wave I couldn't swim against, my anger a volcano I couldn't contain. Clara hadn't just shown up, she'd orchestrated the whole thing, played me like a pawn, used my love to fuel her ambition, used her charm to break Nolan's heart, to break mine, to break everything. I'd thought I was the one who'd been naive, the one who'd been blindsided, the one who'd lost everything, but I'd been a puppet, a tool, a means to an end, a casualty in a war I didn't know I was fighting, a victim in a game I didn't know I was playing. My guilt turned to rage, my shame turned to fury, my heartbreak turned to a burning need for revenge. Not just against Nolan, but against Clara, the woman who'd set this whole nightmare in motion, the woman who'd turned my life into ash, the woman who'd smiled as I burned. I've been in this dim, roach-infested apartment for 3 months now, and every day the anger grows, a fire that keeps me alive in this dark, filthy hell, a flame that keeps me going, a purpose that keeps me sane. I'm sitting on the sagging mattress, my back against the stained wall, my phone in my hand, staring at a photo of Nolan and Clara at a finance gala, his arm around her red dress a taunt, her caption smug. Power couple goals. I scroll to Clara's profile next, her latest post a picture of her at the office, her desk pristine, her caption ambitious. Climbing the ladder, one step at a time. My stomach churns, my eyes burn, and I can't stop the rage from consuming me, the need for revenge a pulse in my veins, a mission I won't abandon, a justice I won't deny. I keep replaying that moment in my head, the moment Nolan walked into the loft, the moment he brought Clara, the moment he called her his plus one, the moment he broke my heart, the moment he tore my life apart, the moment he made me nothing. I can still see my gold dress shimmering under the fairy lights, its fabric catching the light, its beauty a mockery of my pain, its presence a reminder of my failure, my loss, my shame. I can still hear Nolan's voice, his "she's my plus one," his "we're done." The way his words cut through me, the way his betrayal broke me, the way his rejection left me with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to go. I can still hear Clara's voice, her "I knew about you," her "thanks for the party," the way her words mocked me, the way her triumph crushed me, the way her victory left me with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to be. I thought I was the only one who'd been naive, the only one who'd been blindsided, the only one who'd lost everything, the only one who'd set this all in motion. But now I see the truth. Clara was the mastermind, the puppet master, the villain, the one who planned it all, the one who used my party, my love, my effort to destroy me, to destroy us, to destroy everything. And Nolan, he was complicit, he chose her, he threw me away without a second thought, without a question, without a doubt, without a care, without a chance, without a heart. They both played their parts in my downfall, and now it's my turn to play mine, my turn to fight back, my turn to make them pay, my turn to make them hurt, my turn to make them see. I decide to hit them where it hurts most. Their careers, their pride, their perfect little lives, the things they value more than they ever valued me, the things they think I can't touch, the things they think I can't destroy. I start with Nolan, my anger a fire I can't control, my revenge a plan I can't abandon, my justice a thing I can't deny. I know he's up for another promotion, a director position he's been bragging about on LinkedIn, a job he thinks is his, a job he thinks he deserves. I still have access to his work email. I'd helped him set up his account a year ago, and he never changed the password, never thought I'd use it against him, never thought I'd fight back, never thought I'd be the one to bring him down. I log in, my hands shaking, my heart racing, my anger a fire I can't extinguish, my fingers trembling as I type, my mind focused, my goal clear. I draft an email to his boss, attaching screenshots of his messages with Clara. Messages I'd gotten from Ryan, who'd kept them as proof. Messages where Nolan bragged about using company time for personal fun, where he called his boss incompetent, where he laughed about cutting corners, his tone arrogant, his words reckless, his attitude a thing I knew would cost him everything. I add a note, pretending to be an anonymous coworker. Thought you should see what Nolan really thinks of you. I hit send, my breath hitching, my satisfaction a bitter taste, my revenge a small victory in a war I'm determined to win, my justice a thing I can't deny, my pain a thing I can't forget. Next, I turn to Clara, my rage a storm I can't calm, my need for vengeance a hunger I can't sate, my target clear, my plan precise. I know she's angling for a big project at the firm, a high-profile client she's been posting about on LinkedIn, a project she thinks is hers, a project she thinks will make her. I create a fake LinkedIn account, my fingers flying across the keyboard, my anger pouring into every word, my pain a fuel I can't stop burning, my revenge a masterpiece I can't stop painting. I post a public message, tagging the firm and the client, claiming to be a former colleague, writing about how Clara stole credit for my work, how she manipulated her way into relationships for career gain, how she knew about Nolan's girlfriend but didn't care, my words sharp, my lies convincing, my damage intentional. I attach the same screenshots of her messages with Nolan, making sure everyone sees, making sure everyone knows, making sure everyone judges her the way she judged me. A blow she won't see coming, a blow she won't recover from. I watch as the post spreads, my heart pounding, my smile cold, my justice a fire I can't extinguish, my victory a thing I can't deny, my anger a thing I can't let go. I sit back, my phone in my lap, my breath steady for the first time in months, my anger a quiet simmer, my revenge a balm to my wounds, my heart a battlefield I've finally won, my soul a war zone I've finally conquered. I know what I've done won't fix my life, won't bring Nolan back, won't erase that night at the party, won't make me whole again, won't make me the girl I used to be, won't make me the girl I want to be. But it feels good, it feels right. It feels like the only thing I can do to make them hurt the way I hurt, to make them feel the way I feel, to make them pay for what they did to me, to make them see the wreckage they left behind, to make them face the monster they created. I look around my apartment, the stained walls, the flickering bulb, the roaches skittering in the corners, the distant sirens, the cold air, and I tell myself this is their fault, not mine, not my actions, not my choices, not my mistakes, not my guilt, not my shame. They did this to me, I whisper, my voice low, my eyes fixed on the cracked ceiling, my hands clenched into fists, my tears long gone, my rage all that's left, my anger a fire that keeps me warm, my revenge a light that keeps me sane. Nolan should have been honest, should have told me about Clara, should have admitted his betrayal, his lies, his choices, instead of humiliating me, instead of breaking me, instead of leaving me. He chose her over me, loved her more than me, wanted her more than me, all while acting like I was the fool, all while acting like I was the problem, all while acting like I was nothing. And Clara, she planned it, used me, knew about me, took him from me, turned my love into a weapon, turned my party into a stage, turned my life into a game, all while smiling, all while winning, all while laughing as I fell. They both broke me, they both ruined me, they both left me here, in this hell, with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to go, with no way out, with no way back. They deserve this, they deserve worse, they deserve everything I can give them, everything I can take from them, everything I can destroy. I know I'm wrong, deep down, I know I'm the one who was naive, the one who didn't see the signs, the one who trusted too much, the one who loved too hard, the one who let my blindness destroy my life, the one who lit the match, the one who started the fire, the one who burned it all down. But I can't admit that, can't face that, can't let myself see the truth. That I'm the one who destroyed my own life, that I'm the one who needs to change, that I'm the one who needs to heal, that I'm the one who needs to grow, that I'm the one who needs to learn. Instead, I cling to my anger, my revenge, my need to make them pay, to make them hurt, to make them see what they've done to me, to make them feel the weight of my pain, the depth of my loss, the fire of my rage. I set my phone down, my hands steady, my heart cold, my mind clear, my purpose set, and stare at the wall, the flickering bulb casting shadows, the sound of sirens a distant wail, the cold air a reminder of my fall, the weight of my anger a new strength, the weight of my revenge a new hope. And wonder if this is who I am now. A girl who breaks, a girl who burns, a girl who fights back, a girl who will never be whole again, a girl who will never be free, a girl who will never be me.